Hello Pokenerds, welcome back to another video. We're back here in Penguin Island, and as promised, today's video is going to be about repel tricks and what you need to know if this is your first time doing a repel trick. Alright, so I apologize for the delay in uploading this video. I did plan on uploading it a few days ago, but unfortunately last week there was a huge update on repel tricks which caused this delay. I had to scratch the whole video that I made and restart to give you guys something that's up to date. Right, so before we start any hunt for any Pokemon, we're always going to head back to Discord, and you either DM the Reborn bot from the Pro Discord server, or you go to the bot channel there and you check the spawn for the Pokemon you want to hunt. So we're hunting Cottonee. I use the S Cottonee command to check the spawn. It spawns in 2 locations. Let's check the Repel Cottonee, and it has repel trick in both the spawn locations for Cottonee. So we're going to look at the level. The level is what matters to us. Level 66 to 71. So we want our synchronizer to have the lower level out of that range. So we're going to need our synchronizer to be level 66 in the first slot of our party. So basically, the numbers we got off of Discord, they mean that Cottonee in particular spawns at a higher level than all the rest of the Pokemon here. And we are only going to be looking for Prankster Cottonees today, or maybe Chlorophyll if we find them, but I'm using a bold synchronizer and I want the Prankster ones particularly. So what happens after we hit Super Repel? Basically, it filters out all the Pokemon that are under level 66. So if Cottonee is the highest level Pokemon that spawns here from level 66 to 71, theoretically that's the only Pokemon we're going to find when we have Repel active. Another tip is that you guys should definitely use Super Repels over Max Repels, because Max Repels are more expensive per step if you calculate them, so Super Repels are more cost effective. So what we do now is we just hit Repel and then we wait for a Cottonee to spawn. You guys can see that I got this Repel prompt on my screen when my Repel ended, and you guys should definitely check your options, see if you have it ticked so that this pops up for you and you don't have to manually press your Repel every time it ends, because sometimes you'll forget. So just tick it over here, and while we're here, I would recommend that you put the cached Pokemon preview thing, so that if your party's full you get to see the Pokemon preview, see if it's good or not, and also put the timestamps on, because honestly, like when you're in trade chat, you want to see like what time someone posted something, or if you're participating in an auction, you want to make sure the times are accurate. If someone says 9 minutes left, 5 minutes left, you want to know exactly when it starts and when it ends. And this is also important, like when you want to provide evidence in a report, you want to have the timestamps there to help the moderators do their job. Okay, so now that we got the basics down about Repel, I showed you guys earlier in the video that I have a smoke ball equipped on my Kadabra, and this is really useful because Diglett spawn here and sometimes they have Arena Trap, so sometimes I accidentally move a step after my Repel ends and I might get in an encounter with a Diglett, or even any other Pokemon here. Since they're close in level to my Kadabra, they might not let me flee from battle. So if you have a smoke ball, that is a great addition to have. Another option you can do if you don't have a smoke ball and your synchronizer faints, it's no problem. If your synchronizer is fainted in the first slot, it still syncs the Pokemon you find. I would recommend having the trace Pokemon in your second slot like we talked about in our last video. So have the trace Pokemon in your second slot, a high level, so it checks the ability of the Pokemon you're trying to hunt. Alright, so how is Repel Trick different now than it was before? So the recent change that was made last Thursday is that they made Repel Trick more or identical to how it is in the original Pokemon games. We had the option before to use any Pokemon in your first slot, like not necessarily your synchronizer, it could be like any Pokemon of the required level. Like I could have a Doduo in my first slot, level 66, faint it, and then have my synchronizer in the second slot, and I would still be able to sync the Pokemon I'm hunting. But unfortunately now you have to have a synchronizer of the required level if you want to hunt the right nature Pokemon. And for me personally, although this change is more closer to the original games, I find it more inconvenient for us as Pokemon Revolution online players since we have a ton of spawns and a lot more Pokemon, and we already have limited box space. Like 900 is really not enough for me when I'm hunting for a Pokemon, because it takes at least 3 boxes to find something that's decent, sometimes even more. So you're going to have a synchronizer of the required level for every Pokemon you want to hunt, and that's really, really inconvenient. Another thing you guys want to be careful of is while you're hunting, don't kill anything with your synchronizer because you're going to give it EXP and you might level up. And if I get my Kadabra here to level 67, then whenever a level 66 Cottonee appears, it's not going to pop up when I use Repel since it's lower level than my Kadabra. So you guys gotta be extra careful. Don't level up your synchronizer when you're doing Repel trick. We've used a pretty good amount of super repels right now, and we haven't found a Cottonee yet. I don't know how long this is gonna take. I'll probably cut the recording short if it takes too long until we find a Cottonee, just so you guys can see that they do exist. But we have to remember that this is a tier 8 Pokemon, which is, remember, we have a tier system from 1 to 10, and 10 being unhuntable, 9 being very, very, very rare, and then 8 is like way up there too. So tier 8, and all the other Pokemon here in these spawns are mostly tier 1, tier 2 Pokemon, so they're very common. So having the chance to find a tier 8 Cottonee is really low, so it's gonna take, like, don't be worried, sometimes it takes like 30 repels just to find one, like that's normal, and then in other cases you can find 2 Cottonees in the same repel. It's very luck based, it's RNG after all, and you guys just have to be patient with it. I have to be honest with you guys, I've hunted Cottonee a few times. I already have a couple prankster ones, but I usually come back here to Pink Island every now and then for the chance to get the pink cotton candy looking Cottonee. Like, it's so cute, I really want one. But as you guys can see, it's super rare, so I don't really last long. I'll probably hunt it for like a week and get bored maybe. Oh, okay, here we go. Cottonee's on our screen, but it's not pink. So we're gonna check the ability. Hopefully it's good. Okay, it's trash, it's Infiltrator. We're just gonna run away from this one and look for another one. But at least you guys can see that it does work. You just have to be patient with it, stick to it, and you will find what you're looking for. So we're just gonna wait for the rest of the steps to finish. I forgot to tell you guys, the steps are on the top left of the screen. You can see how much is remaining. And that is it for today, you guys. I hope you found this useful. If you did, like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment if you have any questions or just want to say something nice, because I love reading your comments. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.